Hey guys, it's your girl Kaylee Sparks here with you today, and today we're going to do this super cute plus size bikini bottom that's for a person who wear extra large. So guys, make sure that you hit that subscribe button because we're going to jump straight into this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because the rest of the outfit will be out soon. So these are the items that we're going to need for today. We're going to need a tapestry needle to weave in our ends, a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and also our yarn. I'm using a multicolor yarn again. So let's jump straight into this video. For beginners, place your yarn in between your middle finger and your thumb. Wrap it around, cross over. Push your hook in between and pull up a loop. Voila, that's the magic circle. For me, I like doing it this way. Wrap my yarn around my needle, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Alright, so start off by chaining 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, hold on to that 9 spot and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over and go right back into that 9 spot that you were holding. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through 1. Yarn over, pull through all 3. And then you're going to continue to go into all the next stitches right along this section. So when you reach to the end, I'll tell you what next to do. Going into the last one for this row. So chain up 2, 1, 2, turn your work, yarn over, go into the next stitch. So we are going right into the V, but if you're a beginner, you can go right in between this space, but we are going to go right into this V. So this row will not have any increase or any decrease. So we're just going to do this just a regular row. So do this until you reach to the end. I'll tell you what next to do. Close to the end of this row. Chain up 2, turn your work, yarn over, go into the next stitch. And we're going to do the same thing that we just did in the row that we just finished. That's the same thing we're going to do, and we're going to do 5 rows of none increase, none decrease. So just 5 normal rows. So when you finish your 5 rows, I'll tell you what next to do. So reach close to the end of our 5 rows of regular crochet. And we're going to do something different now. So chain up 2, turn your work, yarn over, the same place where we did we chain 2 from, we're going to put a double crochet right back into that same space. So we are going to start to do some increase. Alright, so we're going to do increase at this end and at this end. So we're going to do increase at the both ends. So just continue now to go into the next stitch and just do your double crochet right across. So when you reach to the next end, I'll tell you what next to do. So we are close to the end of this row. Go into that last one with a double crochet, and now we are going to do an increase. So yarn over and go right back into that space with a double crochet again. Chain up 2, 1, 2, turn your work, yarn over. That same chain 2 space, we are going to put a double crochet right into that space again, so that's an increase. And we are going to do this 5 times, so we're going to do 5 rows of increase. So continue to do this. You're going to put 2 double crochet. Your chain 2 is classified as a double crochet, and then we're going to place 1 more double crochet in it, so that will be 2 at the end. And when you reach to this end, you're going to place 2 double crochet into that last chain up 2 double crochet again. So we're going to do 5 rows of increase. So just continue to do that, and when you finish your 5 rows of increase, I'll tell you what next to do. We are close to the end of our 5 rows of increase. So that's 10 rows in all that we did, and this is the last one. Oops. So place 1 more double crochet into that spot, and then we're going to do something different for the next row. So chain up 2, turn your work, yarn over. We're not going to go into that chain 2 space where we did our increase from. We're going into the next stitch. So this row will be a non-increase row. So yarn over, go into the next stitch, and you're going to do this until when you reach to the end of this row. I'll tell you what next to do. So just continue doing. So we are close to the end of this non-increase row. So we're just going to place 1 double crochet into the end of this row. We're not going to place 2, just 1. Chain up 2, turn your work, yarn over. We're going to put, this is now we're going to do an increase row. So we're going to go right back into that chain 2 to do an increase. And then continue into the next stitch, and when you reach to the end of this row, I will tell you what next to do. So we are close to the end of this increase row. Yarn over, go into that stitch 2 times. So that's 1, and that's 2. Chain up 2, turn your work, yarn over. Don't go under that chain 2, go into the next stitch. So what we're going to do now, we'll be doing an increase, a non-increase, an increase, a non-increase. So we did 5 rows of regular crochet, that's non-increase, and then we did 5 rows of increase, and then we're going to do now non-increase, increase, non-increase, increase, non-increase, increase, until we reach to the top of our bikini. So remember, in every starting of an increase, you're going to chain 2 and place 1 more double crochet under that chain 2 space. Then continue. When you reach to the end, you're going to place 2 double crochet into that end chain. When you're going to do a non-increase, you're going to chain up 2. Don't go under that chain 2 space, just continue along. So you're just going to do that until you reach to the height. So just continue. I'll let you know how much rows of increase and how much rows of non-increase that I did. So just continue doing that. I'm on my last row, so I did 13 rows of non-increase and increase in one. So I'm going to do 1 more extra row to make 14 rows, but it's going to be a non-increase row. So I'll be back with you guys when I finish this extra row of non-increase. So I'm close to the end of my extra row that I did in a non-increase, so that will be 14. So in all I have 24 rows for the front. So just chain up 2, tug on it and cut off your end. So I'm going to attach it now to the back, to the bottom of the bikini, to start off the back. So I place it into the end, and I'm going to create a magic circle, and then pull through that magic circle, make one chain. Alright, so chain up 2, 1, 2, yarn over, go back into that same spot that you did your chain 2 from. So we are doing an increase. As we start, we are doing an increase. Alright, so weave in your ends while you are going. So set your yarn ends so that they can be weaving in while you're doing it. So yarn over, go to your next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 1, then pull through all 3, yarn over, go into your next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 1, then pull through all 2. So make sure that you're doing your weave in while you go. So I'll tell you what to do when you reach to the end of this round. So I'm close to the end of this round for the back. So go into the next stitch, pull up a hoop, and then go right back into that same stitch with a double crochet. So that's our addition, our increase. Chain up 2, turn your work, go into the same space that your chain 2 is coming from. So the same way how we did our increase for the front, that's the same way we're going to do our increase for the back. So you're going to do this 5 times. So you're going to do 5 rows of increase at the back, and then I'll tell you what next to do. So I'm close to the finishing of my 5 rows of increase. So this is the last one. Go back into it with a double crochet. Alright, so chain up 2, turn your work, and now we are going to do a non-increase. So just go into the next stitch and not the stitch under your chain 2. So just continue that, because it's a non-increase. And I'll tell you what to do when you reach to the end of this round. At the end of my non-increase row, yarn over, go into that last stitch 1 time, then chain up 2, turn your work, and this one is going to be an increase. So go right on top of your chain 2, right under your chain 2, and then continue. So what I'm going to do when I reach to the end of this round, I am going to place 2 double crochet into this last stitch. So what we're going to do now, after we do this round of increase, then we're going to do a non-increase, then an increase, then a non-increase, until it reaches to the length of our desire. When I reach to the finishing, I'll let you know how much rows that we did of increase and non-increase. So just continue doing that, guys. So I'm on the finishing of my bikini bottom. I did 15 rows of increase and non-increase, plus you know that we did the 5 row before of increase, so that's 25 rows in all. So place 1 more increase into this last one. So there's 2 double crochet into that spot. Alright, so we're not going to cut off our yarn here. What we're going to do is chain 1, and then when we chain 1, we go into this space right here, and we're going to make some border. Yarn over and pull up a hoop, go into the next space, pull up a hoop, yarn over, pull through, go into the next space, pull up a hoop, yarn over, pull through. So we're going to do some single crochet right along this section so that our work will have a more neater finishing. So when I reach up to the front of my bikini, I'll show you, because I'll be doing a different pattern for this section, but the back I'm just doing it just a regular sorry guys, just a regular border. Hope I'm calling the word right. So just continue like this, so give it a more finishing look. So I finished the one section of the back here, and now I'm going to go on to the section of the front. So starting from the seating of the bikini, I'm going to go into that space and then go into the next space. Alright, so now I'm going to chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to slip stitch right back into that space. Alright, so go into the next section, three times with that bordering. 1, go into the next one, 2, go into the next one, 3, and then chain up 3 again. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch right back into that same spot that you chain your 3 from, then go into the next space and pull up a hoop and start back your border, and that's 1, 2, 3, and then start to make back a chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3, go back into that space, slip stitch. So we're going to do peacock stitch along the front section. So when we reach up to this section, we are going to go back normal again. So I'll show you how we're going to do it when we reach back there. So just continue doing this. 1, 2, into the next one, 3, then chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch right back into that spot, and again go 3 borders again. 1, 2, 3, chain up 3, 1, 2, 3. So just continue doing that, guys. So we are close to the end of this row. So we're doing our chain 3, go back into that space with a slip stitch, go down to that section, pull through, go back again, pull through, right on top. So we place 2 right here because we are about to do a turning. Alright, so just chain up your 3 again for the last part at the top, slip stitch right there, and then look very careful. This is what we're going to do. Go into that space, pull up a hoop, pull through, go into that space, pull up a hoop, pull through. So it's basically the same thing that we're doing along this lining. So just do the same thing that you do on this side to the next side. On the finishing of my bikini bottom bordering, so when you reach to this last one where you did your chain 1, you're going to put a slip stitch right into that spot. It's gonna feel kind of tight, but yeah. So if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting on? Subscribe now and be a part of the Sparks family. Then chain 2 and then cut off your ends. So this is going to be how the bikini look. Remember, this is for a plus size, so this would work out to be like extra large. So what we're going to do now, we're going to make a chain to put attached to the end, yarn over, make a magic circle, and then take it off, slip stitch right into that spot, put your hook right into that spot, pull up a hoop, and then just start to make a chain that is long enough. So guys, I will show you the finishing, so hit that subscribe button, guys. So guys, this is the finishing of the bikini bottom. Super cute. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button and be a part of the Sparks family. See that pretty details on the end? Remember guys, this is for a plus size. Plus size will be like extra large. Okay, and if you want to see how to crochet the plus size top, that would be a D size bikini top, make sure you hit that subscribe button so when I release that video, you guys will be the first to see that. So peace out. Love you guys.